welcome to another broadcast of The Curious Mind of Raquel. I am your favorite mermaid mystic and medium. So today's video is going to be all about, can you guess? Of course, it's going to be about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. I received a bit of, several people in the comments, more than a few, and I wanted to tap into the energy because my intuition never lies to me. So, over 15 million people liked her post on the Instagram, right? When I went to go over there and snatch the photograph to post on my YouTube. And I can't help but still feel as though I'm onto something, and sometimes that is the truth with mediums, and especially people that are really intuitive. You see things that other people can't see. People are all on board with something when it was not long ago you've forgotten what you heard and what you saw. And I think if anything, this is going to be really, really a great reminder for women, especially because that's my demographic, is that we must remember as women to always be mindful and trust our intuition, because how often people forget about things that they know to be true or things that they have felt intuitively, their gut, but they've dismissed it. And this is not a good thing that women are doing. And if anything, maybe Taylor Swift could be an example to us, is that we should never ignore our intuition, our gut truth, because it would get us out of loads of things and situations that we found ourselves in if we would have only listened to our hearts, right? So I really want to tap into her energy. I'm in my work clothes, so forgive me, but I really wanted to get this video out because it's not ever something, that's never the reason that I'm channeling or putting content out, because I feel that it's very important for me to be continue having integrity, and also not chasing worldly, outside, external forces, and just always to be true to myself and true to my content. I want to really tap into their energy again, because I want to understand what caused her maybe to get engaged. It seems a bit skullduggery, if you know what I mean, skullduggery, and it seems a bit strategic. All right, so let's get into it, and I'm going to channel their energy, both of them. It feels very, it feels as though this is coming from, the ex, what's his name? What was the English lad? It feels as though this kind of energy is coming from, what was his name? I can't remember, but it was the person that Taylor was with before, which is the English lad. And it feels as though he's sort of seeing this as though, you need to go and love yourself. Almost as he's coming very strongly into the picture. And I don't know, let me see if I can tap into where that's coming. Is that coming from him, coming from Taylor's side and her thinking about him? It feels very much like it's more her trying to prove something. She's trying to prove, see all of these things that I'm doing, that I'm over you. Also the Matty gentleman, the other English guy, is coming in. And I don't know why, but she is literally, did he get married, the Matty guy? Or, it feels very much like these two English men is vying, like they psychologically have her heart. And I feel it feels as though she wants to do this more so about taking the attention away from, do you recall that when she was booed at that football game, wasn't it? And there was that moment in her face that you sort of felt bad for her a little bit, because it was like, oh, what do you mean no one loves me anymore? Or the majority of the world doesn't love me? What do you mean about that? And it was almost as though it shone a light on herself, and she was internally looking at this as a part of, what do you mean I don't have the pull or something? I just feel this is very, I'm telling you, this relationship is too strategic. It doesn't feel like deep, inwardly, like mad, passionate love. It just doesn't. And I try as much as I can to pull the energy from them, but it feels blah. I don't feel that there is any passion in it. It just, I can't make it something that is not, my darlings. And even although they got engaged, I don't necessarily know that it's going to, I think she's going to pull out. I think once the attention is taken off of her and things have died down a bit and things are not so, prominent. Oh, okay. So the thing that's coming in now is, when I sniffled like that, it was immediately I thought about the Blake Lively. And I wonder, okay, is that why she got engaged? Oh, okay. So it feels very, yes, that was a strategic move, because think about it. If you're getting engaged, wasn't there like a photo shoot or something? There was flowers and there was, an arch and, old rocks and everything. And that feels very strategic. It feels very planned. Now, I know when I got engaged to my beloved Jeffrey Sean, we were having a night in, and he got down and asked me to marry him. I didn't have anything, no even engagement ring, but luckily, I did have several of the ring pops. Those ring pops that you eat, and they're candy. And he was like, I don't have a ring though. I don't have a ring. And I said, it's not a big deal. Look, I got a ring pop. We'll just do that. And then later on get a little teeny $10 band from Kohl's. That's impromptu, but it's like a photo shoot, you know what I mean? I don't know, it just feels very planned and very production oriented, almost as if, if this is the way it's going to go down, I want it to be like perfect. If I'm getting married, I don't feel like it's not going to last. I just don't feel like it's going to last. I think that this was a strategic move for publicity to take the attention off of the Blake Lively case, because that's coming in very, very strongly. Almost as if it's like, oh, you think you're going to outshine me with this lawsuit and all of this sort of thing? Oh, I'm going to double down on you. I know how to do that. Oh, karma's coming in. Oh, is that what she's feeling as though? Okay, so I'm feeling as though she's very much more angry with Blake than she's letting on. She's feels very betrayed by her. And okay, so the Game of Thrones is coming in. So I remember hearing that she said, the dragons or whatever. It's almost as if I hear like Taylor saying, oh, I'm going to show you how you slay some dragons, or how, is it you're a dragon slayer? I'll show you how to be a dragon slayer, right? Prior, I had said some things about her album, and I also feel as though she's going to come out. Okay, so I'm hearing single. So why am I hearing that? All the single girls. Okay, I don't know why this is coming in, but I do feel as though Blake and her husband they're going to divorce. Even though they're still looking like they're a united front, I'm telling you, This is the breakdown of their marriage. I'm telling you, behind closed doors, it is not happy campers over there. It's not. And I almost sense that, like, I can hear Taylor saying, I'm going to show you how it's done. I'm going to show you how it's done. You thought you were going to do this to me. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen, darling. And she is out, like, I keep hearing the song Karma. Oh, okay. And another thing that is coming in is the Scooter Braun. She ended up getting her music. She did get her music back, right? But also, she is going to dent the reputation of Blake. I don't know why this is coming in way more strongly than it is her relationships. I think this is a maneuver that she's using, the relationship, the love, because everyone loves that. Everyone is rooting for her. All of her fans, the people that listen to her music and all of that sort of thing, they really, really are rooting for her, right? It's a celebratory action. I think her parents are really wanting her to settle down and have some grandchildren. And it feels very much sort of, okay, You've been playing long enough, darling. You've been playing long enough. Now it's time to settle down and become a mum and become, a wifey and all of that sort of thing. I heard wifey. But I don't think she really wants to, though. It's not the one that she wants. And it's not the man that she was with for all those years either. It feels very much like this Matty person still comes very strongly into the view. Did that Matty guy get married? Was he married or did he get married? Because I feel as though that's sort of like, that was the gamut, or is that what the gauntlet that came down, that she felt very much as though, oh, he got married. Like there's no more hope for us, to get back together. And I don't know what it is about this Matty person, but this Matty person is really, Taylor is so hung up on him. And I don't care what anyone else says either, because I know what I'm feeling as a medium, that there's something about that guy that she is absolutely head over heels for that guy. And I don't know, maybe it's more so of, what could have been, but there's still that hope. I think she has this thread of hope that, if he got clean and he got his life in order, we might still have a go at it. And, but the other guy that she was with, and I can't remember his name, he was very, polite. He's very English. He's very gentlemanly, which they both are. But Matt has, is his name Matthew, has he's more edgy. And like I said, remember I told you that she likes that because it's that bad boy thing that she sort of has this, takes a liking to, it's a challenge for her because she's, she enjoys that a bit, you know what I mean? This Travis guy is so head over heels. It's like, it feels platonic. It feels like, oh, he's a lovely person, but she's not subjected to him in the sense that it feels more like, yeah, it's great and whatever, I finally got the football player, but it's not all that it's cracked up to be because this is lame. This is lame, you know what I mean? And, but that's just the feeling that I'm getting. I don't feel as though, I don't feel as though they're going to make it long term. I just don't. And so what can we learn about this? First of all is everything that you see doesn't always glitter, darling. And once again, it's showing very much, if you're set on having this, if you have this internal knowing about something in your own life, and even though the whole world might be looking elsewhere and you're looking one direction and they're looking elsewhere, always remember that you can never go wrong if you listen to your inner being and your inner guidance system. So we must always remember that it's very important, regardless of whether, if you're comparing yourself, maybe that's a portion of why she feels that she's getting left behind from all of her friends. They're all getting married and having children. And I think that, I mean, she just feels very much like a spinster to me, you know, because she's holding out for this one true love. And I just don't feel as though this person's her one true love. I really just don't. So that's what I'm gathering from this for this moment on. And, you know, like I said, energy always changes and shifts and things can change. But in this moment, I still am holding to that this is a publicity stunt. And I will die on that hill. I might be the only one, but I will die on that hill. And so I hope that you enjoyed this and derive some benefit from it. And as always, I'm most affably yours. Until my next swim. Cheers, darlings. Toodle pip.